Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Crew Motorfest. Now before we do quickly dive into this video, I do want to give a big thanks to Ubisoft for accepting me into their partners program and providing me with additional content to a game that I already purchased. They did kind of upgrade my bundle from the gold edition to the ultimate edition, so a big thanks to them. So let's go straight into the main meat of today's video, making money and XP in the Crew Motorfest, and I'm going to be using Demolition Royale. This is a great game mode. It's an absolute blast, and playing as a crew can be absolutely insane. In terms of finding it, you can either find it in your activities menu or on the map as this little icon here with the monster truck and the derby car. Just be warned though, it will rotate, so it won't just be in the same spot every time. Now in terms of when you load in, this is what it's going to look like. You'll get a kind of brief overview of the map. You'll get your typical finding players, and again this is one of the only full cross-play events in the game. Once you kind of get it loaded up, it will show you a big red circle. This is going to be moving inwards in kind of line of a typical sort of battle royale game. Apart from this time we're using derby cars. So once you're in this section here, this is again just kind of the pre-game lobby. You can pick the derby car that you want. It's unfair PvP, so there is no kind of advantage to be gained. Just pick your personal preference and you are literally good to go. Now let's have a look at what actually happens when you get into this game mode before we get into the real meat of how to make a ton of XP and a ton of money. I actually recommend as soon as you fly in and you put in the plane, turn yourself around. There is usually a kind of quiet point in the map where nobody will really go, and most of the time that'll kind of be behind you. As you can see here, there's literally nobody going for these pickups. Now how do pickups work and how do they actually benefit you? So there is a bunch of them. You've got shield, health, sort of a boxing glove, which is kind of your ramming power, and you do have these little yellow ones here. Now these are massively important. These are your ultimate bonus, what will essentially turn you into a monster truck and allow you to do a bunch of one-hit kills. Now why is that important to this guide? Well, if you want to make XP, you're going to get bonuses depending on how many people you wreck and how well you perform throughout the whole event. Obviously this is going to be a bit of a hit and miss situation, very much like the Grand Race, and if you get wiped out straight away, you're not going to do too well. However, with this guide you should be able to perform much better during these Demolition Royale events, meaning that you can take away the most amount of XP and cash possible. So I'm actually going to take you through a winning game here at this point. Once you've kind of got in there, just be very, very careful and mindful at the start. Try and just keep yourself alive, adjust to kind of the chaos of the map. As you can see, I got one of two ultimates during this event, and what this does, like I said, once you've collected those kind of yellow power-ups, again, if your crewmate picks one up, it will then count for you as well, and you'll all be able to kind of transform into this. Essentially, it just turns you into a monster truck, and you can go ahead and just absolutely one-hit wreck people. As you can see, I got a wreck there. Again, this is great for the XP side of things and allows you to farm a ton of it depending on your performance. It's really not too difficult to kind of understand this game mode. It's a very basic sort of royale. I got another wreck once again here. Again, I did kind of have the sort of, you know, a bunch of sort of boxing pickups and stuff. Again, you'll kind of steal what that car then has on them. All of this will add up to the end game. Now once you get to the end game and the circles started moving in, this is where it gets chaotic. I even got some extra bonus points there for wrecking one of the monster trucks, so it is possible. Just be mindful of when you're going to wreck them. In terms of getting another ultimate, I got one once again in the kind of final circle. This is when it's at its tightest. It's going to bring everyone together, and honestly I just went absolutely ham and took the win rather quite easily, to be honest. Once you do get that ultimate, if you are in the final circle, there is a very, very high chance that you're just going to be able to just get away with everything and completely wreck your opponents. I think in total during this I picked 6 wrecks up. Now this, like I said, is great for your XP. You can pretty much wreck anything once you turn into that kind of truck, and you'll kind of keep it going as long as you keep wrecking and just kind of playing the game as you should. As you can see, my bar was constantly going up there, and it did give us the win. So that's kind of the XP side, but let's have a look at the money side for taking a win. Now, if you just get wiped out straight away, then you are not going to get a great payout. That's why I do recommend just trying to keep yourself alive at first. I came out with 40,000 XP, and as you can see, my standard payout of 34,000 was absolutely multiplied just by staying alive wrecking and doing everything you can realistically do within this game mode. And in all honesty, it does add up, and it's a very reliable money method. Yes, it can be kind of skill based. However, there is a high chance, as long as you're just kind of driving around and waiting to the final circle, you're going to get a huge payout no matter what. So is this one as reliable as the Grand Race method that I shown you a few days ago? In one way, no. In another way, yes. These game modes seem to fly by, to be quite honest. I've found that games will kind of range anywhere from 5 minutes upwards of 10 minutes, and whilst they're a bit longer, it's still a very reliable way to actually make a ton of XP and a ton of money in this game. Like I said, keep yourself alive and you're pretty much guaranteeing that you're going to take away a nice fat payout from this event. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care guys. Peace.